Alright guys, here we go for another match against Muscle Fox. There's a lot of little fun tips in this game along with some splash art. He's going to play first. Do I like this hand? We got some removal, we got some counters, we got some scry. I think it's okay. Hopefully we don't draw a ton of lands. Looks like he's some sort of green ramp deck. This card lets him put in another land onto the battlefield tapped. That's okay. We have a lot of bounce. We'll play our tap land, and we will pass the turn back. I like going ahead and getting the tap lands out of the way. It sets us up so that for sure on turn 3 we'll have our dissolve. Okay, so he's probably some sort of green-black mill deck. A mill is where you put cards into your graveyard, or cards into a graveyard, be it against your opponent or yourself. This one's helpful because it lets him hit a land drop and hopefully get a creature he can play from the graveyard. So let's just take a look. He didn't really hit anything good. He hit another one of these, and he hit a card that let him prevent all combat damage, which really not that useful. So we just drew into Kiln Fiend, which I think I'll go ahead and play. You know, if he's mono green, he doesn't have a lot of removal, and his removal will be based on his creatures fighting my creatures. So he'll target a creature like this, he'll make it fight my guy. I don't really think he has anything good to do with, if that makes sense. I'll just kill his guys, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's a big deal. So yeah, definitely a green ramp deck. Going to go for a Cultivate here, get some more lands. I'm going to hold back my counter spell to just counter his big creatures. This guy's unblockable except by creatures with flying or reach. We have a bunch of flyers in our deck through our tokens, so I'm not really worried about it. A bounce spell is good. I don't see a reason to get in for any damage yet. I'm just going to hold up my counter spells and my blocks. Hoping we draw like into an Electromancer or a Talrand, but for now I'm totally content. Or maybe even another Kiln Fiend would be good, because then they both get the pump and we can start attacking him for, you know, just a lot of damage. But I got a full grip of answers here, a bunch of scry. I'm pretty happy. That's in response to that. I'm just going to go ahead and shock that guy. This card will make his guys bigger, and it must be blocked. Fortunately, it's a sorcery, so yeah, just shock that guy in response. Turn off his attack this turn. Anger the Gods is a good insurance policy if he floods the board. I don't know why he's not attacking with this guy, because I can't block him. But, I don't know. I'm definitely not going to attack here. I guess I could, but I could, and then I could bounce something, but that doesn't seem like a very good use of my resources. I'll let him draw this card. I'll let him play another one. He's just making my anger better and better and better. So yeah, now he's going to start getting in for one. Let it happen. A Vapor Snag. So I'm thinking end of his turn I may Vapor Snag my guy, or just return to my hand. I have so much bounce, I might just return to my hand and do my board sweep. Just really get him here. It all depends what he plays this turn. Maybe I can counter something. That'd be really nice too. I'm actually not going to counter this because it's not going to die. It's going to get exiled. So I feel really good about the play, about bouncing this to my hand and then Anger the Godsing. So yeah, he'll get in for 2. No sweat. Let's go ahead and return this guy to my hand and scry. Let's bottom that. I really don't need that right now. I drew another one anyway. Let's Anger. Next turn we'll play our Kiln Fiend and start getting in for some damage. If he plays a creature, that's okay. I'll just bounce it on his turn. So yeah, he's only going to get 2 life here. Not a big deal. I will play my Kiln Fiend. I really don't want to bounce this because its ETB gains him life equal to number of these he has. But, so like, just then it was pretty bad, but if he manages to set up another good board, it'll be a lot better. But I also don't really know if I want to take 3 damage. I guess I could, like, on his end step bounce it, and then I could counter it when it comes in next turn. That might be what I do. I won't save myself 3 damage, but I will save myself from having to deal with this 3/3 guy. Another Satyr Wayfinder, okay. Spider spawning is pretty bad for me. He just gets to put a bunch of stuff into play and enlarge. Now we definitely have to bounce it. I don't know why I did that. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. He has no black, and that's what this needs to flash back. Yeah, so I'm in a pretty good position. He doesn't have very many creatures in his graveyard, just 3. And we drew a Talrand, which is good. I don't think I want to do that. I want to counter, and he probably saw my card, but that's okay. We really need to get this Talrand online as soon as possible. So we need to draw another land. I'll let him draw the card. I will counter this. I will keep that on top so we can play our Talrand next turn. Didn't choose to attack, that's interesting. I'm all tapped out. I guess he doesn't want me to be able to get a free hit in. We're not going to attack, let's just play our Talrand. My shields are kind of down right now. I wish I had a land to bounce my Talrand with, but this seems as good of a time as any to do that. I really hope he doesn't have a kill spell. That's totally fine. He's going to gain some life. Really not concerned. Right, and then he just ends his turn. That's perfect. Think twice is very good. Let's just go ahead and make a token and get in there for 4, though. When he attacks, I can think twice, and I can double block his Centaur. Arbor Colossus is pretty bad for us because it blocks our flyers all day. But I think our plan's the same. So he'll kill one of my guys, but I'll get his, so that's not too bad. A Nullify is good, because now I'm going to go ahead and bounce his Colossus. Oh, I can't do that. I can't because I don't have 2 blue mana to counter it again next turn. But I may just go ahead and do it. That actually seems like an okay plan. Let's go ahead and scry. We're just going to try and get in here for as much as we can. Not the best, but it is a mana, and we do have more bounce. So let's just go ahead and flash this back. And we'll get in there for, let's see, how much can we get in here? So let's see, 2, 7, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We get in for 13 damage this turn, but I don't want to do that quite yet. We're very close to winning, though. next turn we can win. We'll just bounce the Colossus. We'll attack with, we'll make our Kiln Fiend unblockable again. We'll pump him up real big, and we can just win. Nemesis of Mortals. Still not concerned. All I'm concerned about is this guy. So it is unfortunate that we did the tap land. I guess it's just not really that bad. So let's just go ahead and do this. Unblockable. Make a guy. Bounce the guy with reach. Yeah, we got it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to do 13 damage to him, and that's without using our shock. Alright, there we go. Another win for Red Blue Tempo. This is probably my last video today, but I will see you guys soon again. I might do some more DOTP. I might do some more Moto. I think this game is very fun. I have a lot of fun streaming it today. Check it out if you haven't. The DOTP, the Duels of the Planeswalkers series, is very fun and a great way to learn Magic. I'm a fan of it. It taught me how to play. I taught my girlfriend how to play using it. It's really, really a great program if you're interested in getting into the game but don't want to spend a lot of money. I might recommend 2014 over 2015, as all the decks are pre-made and there's a lot less customization, so the options are a little less overwhelming. But if you have any questions, leave me a message, and if you like the content, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys again soon for some more Magic, no matter what form it takes.